I was about to make just a community post about this, but I decided, maybe a video is better to do because videos get more views than my community posts do. Um, but I don't have any desire at all to continue watching wrestling shows. Not just WWE. I don't have desire to watch WWE. I don't have a desire to watch AEW, New Japan, Lucha Underground. You get the idea. And especially not Impact Wrestling. I think Impact Wrestling sucks. I think it is just straight up terrible. But yeah, I don't have any desire to watch wrestling shows anymore. The reason why I just don't have it in me to watch WWE shows anymore, at least new ones, is simply because I just don't have any, faith right now since Vince McMahon, came back as executive chairman, and there's rumors about him selling it to the wrong companies. And with AEW, I tried to get into it, okay? I tried for a month to get into it, and I just couldn't. It didn't click with me. Same thing went for New Japan and Lucha Underground. Although New Japan, out of all the companies, if I was forced to continue watching a wrestling show, I would pick New Japan. I really like New Japan. But it just didn't, click with me to where I wanted to continue watching new shows. Uh, But yeah, all the other wrestling shows in the world that are major just didn't click with me. They didn't bring me in, to where I wanted to see a lot more from them. Uh, but the thing is though, even though I don't have any desire at all to watch wrestling shows anymore, I do still have the desire to play wrestling video games. Let me tell you something. See, I've always preferred wrestling video games over wrestling shows. I've always preferred them. See, I only started watching WWE shows. I started when I was 9, by the way. I only started watching them because I played SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 on the PlayStation 3. I still play that game to this day. I love that game. It's one of my favorite wrestling games of all time. My number one favorite is SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, by the way. Just in case you guys didn't know, that is my favorite wrestling game of all time. Uh, but yeah, I do still have a desire to play wrestling games. I'm not going to stop with the WWE 2K22 chill streams, and sometime in the future, I really, really want to get the equipment I need and all the, everything I need in general to where I can play the old wrestling games on the PlayStation 3 and you get the idea. I want to be able to play the SmackDown versus Raw games on YouTube, and in the future, I'd like to get the equipment to do so. Uh, and like I said, I'm still going to continue with the WWE 2K22 chill streams, and there's a chance that I'll get the AEW game when it comes out. It's not a definite thing. It's just a chance. I'm not 100% sure if I will, but yeah. Thing is, I have always preferred, even when I was enjoying wrestling shows the most, when I was a die-hard wrestling show fan. Hang on, grandfather clock. Now that crap's over with, even when I was a die-hard wrestling show fan, when I was enjoying it the most, I still prefer playing wrestling games over watching wrestling shows. I've always liked playing the games more. And that just made me find out that in the end, my true passion is gaming. You get what I mean? You know, I will always admire all the good stuff that wrestling shows have done. I will always admire it. But I just don't have any desire to watch them anymore. I don't have any desire to watch them, but in the end, I do still have a desire to this day to play wrestling video games. And I'll play future WWE 2K games when they come out. I just might not know who some new wrestlers are. But yeah, you get the idea. Not going to watch wrestling shows anymore. Not doing it. But I will keep playing the games. And in the future, when I get the right equipment, it'll cost me a lot of money. I'll have to scrape up a lot of money to be able to get it. I will go back and see if I can play these SmackDown vs. Raw games that I have on my PlayStation 3 on YouTube. I just got to get the right equipment, and yeah, you pretty much get the idea. No more wrestling shows for me, but a lot more wrestling games.